crazy how many close-minded people there is in this world, especially on all most YouTube platforms that are saying that Canelo Alvarez has no chance against Caleb Plant, or saying that that Canelo Alvarez is the same fighter that he was when he fought Floyd Money Mayweather. It's crazy to me because a lot of these people that are saying this on YouTube actually have never been in a boxing ring, have never even fought an amateur fight or a pro fight. And it's crazy to me that these so-called boxing experts on YouTube are saying that Canelo, which he had a controversial supposed win against Lara, which I don't think. I just finished watching the fight again for the 20 millionth time, and Canelo, he threw way more body shots, way more power shots, hooks, uppercuts, monstrous power shots to the body. Lara was just running the whole fight. It looked like he was just trying to survive. He came in tough. He came in trying to rough up Canelo with the jab, downstairs and upstairs, and trying to frustrate him like Floyd Money May. But Floyd Money May, everybody sees that's a problem with a lot of these so-called boxing analysts. Everybody wants any fighter that has quick, slick style like Lara or Caleb Plant. They automatically assume that they're gonna do the same thing they did to Canelo, like how Floyd Money May did, and that's just not the case. If you really know boxing and you know how to score a boxing match and how pro boxing is really scored, you guys wouldn't be talking all this smack and putting Canelo down. This man deserves his credit. He's fought the top names in the sport. He fought Miguel Cotto. He fought Floyd Money Mayweather. He fought Sergey Kovalev, and he knocked out Kovalev. With the Mayweather fight, it was very controversial, but we all know that Canelo was still coming up when he fought Money Mayweather, and it showed in the matchup, and it just showed who the better boxer was that night, and that was Floyd Money Mayweather. But we can't sit around and just talk out of our asses that a fighter like Caleb Plant is just gonna walk all over Canelo because Floyd Money Mayweather did the same. And I watched this fight a lot of times, the every Lara fight, and Canelo threw way more power punches. And if you know how to score a boxing match, basically, yes, the jab, which Lara landed the most jabs throughout the fight, count for part of for a part, and I repeat, a part of scoring a card. But the ones that basically hit the bonus, the lotto, that's the power punch, the body punches. And Canelo even I believe he cut the right eye, above the right eye of Lara. He cut him with the vicious, I believe it was a hook or a right hand. I don't remember the punch that it was, but he hit him with the power punch and he cut him. And every Lara was just trying to survive the whole fight. He came in rough, trying to rough up Canelo in the beginning of the round. I believe it was all the way up to round 4, but he started to slow down. You could tell because every Lara looked scared in there. He was just trying to back up and survive. And we we got to remember that Lara is, an Olympic fighter. He's a Cuban amateur phenom, but this is a pro boxing match, and Canelo just basically landed way more power shots and vicious blows, and to the body. This isn't an amateur boxing, guys. This is pro boxing. And a lot of people, a lot of so-called analysts, boxing, they know boxing and that's their sport, and this and that. Boxing is my sport, and I know about boxing. A lot of you guys have never even been in a boxing ring, and don't even know how to judge a fight. Man, you guys don't know shit about boxing. Honestly, go back and watch that fight again. The power punches are the ones that made Canelo win that fight, and he kept walking down Lara, but Lara was just like a deer in there, running away from Canelo's power. And Canelo, he would counter a lot of the punches that Lara would throw. And a lot of people are saying, the whole Oscar Valdez fight with Robson Fonseca, they're saying that, look at his face, he's not a winner, he didn't win that match. And obviously we all know boxing is political. Robson, that was a very, very controversial fight, I believe. But I still have Valdez winning that fight by a close, very close margin. But he still took the win. With the Canelo and Lara, it's controversial, but not as much as the Valdez fight. You could just tell Canelo was the stronger fighter that night, and he came to fight. He came to give the fans a great show. He wasn't in there just trying to run away and survive. And a lot of people are saying, that's boxing, that's part of boxing. How did Floyd Money Mayweather beat him? That's the thing. No, you can't compare a Floyd Money Mayweather to Lara or Caleb Plant or any other slick, fancy, flashy boxer. Come on, man. Like, Floyd Money Mayweather knows how to use, obviously, his ring generalship, but he can also stay in the pocket, mid-range, outside. He has different angles. He's smoother with his technique. He's comfortable in there. Lara was not comfortable when he fought Canelo. You could tell the man was scared as soon as he felt Canelo's power. Canelo threw the most power punches. He threw way more body shots. He had Lara hurt in there, even though Lara doesn't admit to that, because obviously no boxer wants to lose. No boxer wants to be under the lights and be, pointed at as making excuses. He's gonna say, yeah, I won the fight, I got robbed. That's a problem with boxing. A lot of people that don't know about boxing, how boxing is really, what boxing is really about. These are the same people that don't think Canelo deserved the win over Lara. That was a very controversial matchup. Just before that, he had beaten Alfredo Angulo, and Alfredo Angulo, obviously, he was already past his prime. He was in a lot of hard, vicious fights. He fought Kirkland as well. He lost to a brutal knockout by Kirkland. Canelo also was the man that beat Kirkland. The man that beat Kirkland. And another very flashy fighter that he fought was Austin Trout. He knocked down Austin Trout. He knocked him down. I don't recall which round he knocked him down in, but he hurt him. And Caleb Plant doesn't have the power. I feel like Lara still hits harder Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant has good body shots, good uppercuts, good hooks, good jabs, good rights. He's very skillful in boxing. But Canelo still hits a lot harder. He sits down better on his punches. He's better getting a fighter against the ropes. And a lot of people, Canelo's shorter. Just look at Caleb Plant, how tall he is. Man, this ain't basketball. And even in basketball, it don't matter about height. What matters is your skill, man. And it's no different than in boxing. Boxing, it's like it's an art. When you're at that level, at that elite level, you're an artist. You know how to correct your mistakes. And Canelo is one of those fighters, an elite fighter that knows how to correct his mistakes. Caleb Plant hasn't been truly tested as far as resume. He could look nice and smooth and sweet in training on YouTube videos, but we haven't seen him hurt because we haven't seen him against any top opposition such as Canelo. Canelo has been from the mud. That dude has seen it all. Canelo has seen it all. He's been through a lot of controversy in boxing. He was basically embarrassed by Floyd Money Mayweather, but he learned from his loss and he got better as time went on. He was just a kid, a young dude, 23, 31. You can't compare from that time to now. You can't say he's the same fighter. I used to do boxing myself, and I can say from when I was a kid at 6 years old to now at 30, 31, it's different. Even from 23 to now, it's different. You see different opposition, different fighters, and you learn from that. You don't take their tools, but you can take what you did wrong against a fighter like Floyd Mayweather and correct your mistakes. And I feel like that's what Canelo Alvarez is doing, or has been doing as of late. And he obviously has gotten way better, and he's fighting heavier fighters, and which proves to you this boxer Canelo Alvarez has crazy power, which can put you down on your ass if you're not careful and if you don't correct your form when you fight him. And that's why Lara was running throughout the whole fight against Canelo, because he felt this man's power and he backed up. He backed up and he couldn't stay in the pocket with Canelo, because Canelo was just hitting him with vicious body shots and uppercuts and hooks. And that's why a lot of people that don't know about boxing, that want to compare flashy boxers like Floyd Mayweather, are the ones that are saying that Lara won that fight. That's because you don't know about boxing. You don't know about boxing until you've been in that ring and fought a fighter, a flashy fighter, or you fought a come forward fighter. In boxing they call them in boxing they either call you're either a fighter or you're a boxer. Canelo is both. Lara is a pure boxer. Mayweather is both fighter and a boxer, but Mayweather doesn't have a big punch. So I'm just tired of people that don't know shit about boxing. Are the same people that keep saying that Canelo lost against Lara, and that Caleb Plant is gonna do the same thing that Floyd Money Mayweather did. But you know, it's just because you don't know about boxing. You honestly don't know about boxing. You feel like you know it all. You feel like just because you do your little research about boxing and you interview boxers and you know, you go behind the scenes and conduct interviews, and you know, you try to get the inside scoop of what boxing is about, doesn't mean you know boxing. So let me know what you guys think on the comments down below. Please subscribe, share, like my video. And until next time, this has been the Event Boxing Show, and I'm out.